Your town, Hastings continues. It is our final day, but we found so much there to do that we're actually going to be headed back next month.
Okay, this time to the Leduc Historic Estate. So TCL reporter Kelly Hansen and our psychic and medium Jodi Livon will take us inside this mansion. It was built back in the mid-1860s. It was the dream home of William Leduc, a senior soldier in the Civil War. Now, it's now open for public tours, but reports of the property being haunted began in the 1950s. Kelly and Jodi will find out if those reports hold true, and we will see that. I will be scared now until a few weeks.
Until it airs.
When we do it.
Meanwhile, today, Jodi stops by our studio to give audience members live rapid readings. Say hi to Jodi Livon, everybody.
Hi, Jodi. Okay, you're sitting
Jodi,
at
it's
the
good to
sofa
have you here.
with a friend, Kathy from Maplewood. And Kathy seems very, very excited, okay?
So as I'm sitting here, when we're getting ready, I can feel how intuitive you are. I mean, I could start to feel how you actually pick things up physically. It moves you.
Yes.
You feel things so strongly about everything, but you are on the joy level. And I feel like you've made a decision to see things on the positive.
Yes,
Even
I
though
have.
you don't ignore the negative, this is
Right.
the difference. You see it on the positive, you'll deal with the negative, but you'll keep focusing on the positive.
I redirect myself all the time.
Really,
Yes, I do.
Really, really smart thing for you to do. I also feel like it might come in dreams. You might have dreams at night about some things that are coming or could be coming, and you're good at processing those, and you're good at taking all the information in, but then crash. Then you'll crash. Then you'll crash. And part of that's the intuition,
Yeah.
because you're open a lot. People who are loving and wise and their soul is right there, sometimes we crash really fast because we're so open. We have to learn to go, okay, I'm around somebody right now that maybe they just had a loss. Maybe something's going on, and I have to be careful to not give all of my energy away, because this is what I'm picking up on, is that this is why you get drained.
Yep, I do get drained very easily, and I recognize that. I've always felt since I was a kid, that when I meet someone, I usually have either a good feeling or not a good feeling about it. And sometimes my husband is a very positive man, and he'll say, oh, they're wonderful. And I'm thinking, maybe not so much.
Wow.
Slow down.
So you've known that you're very
Yes.
intuitive for a long time. Now, Jodi, when you meet people, and do you automatically get a sense, oh, they're kind of like me? Does that happen to you, Jodi?
It has happened to me, and I could see this with her when I started to open up, but there are people who are very unconscious about how intuitive they are. And then I try to talk to them and look at me like, what are you talking about?
Oh, so they don't know.
Right.
Jodi, I got a question. Kathy was saying that she will consciously redirect herself. She'll go away from the negative and redirect to the positive. That seems like an easy solution. We all want to think about positive things, not negative things. Why don't more of us do that?
Because we feel like we have more power if we know what the negative is, that it won't hurt us. But that's not true. Actually, it will hurt us more if we pay too much attention to it, because what we look at comes to us. So we have to look at the positive things, that's what's going to come to us. But we have to be knowledgeable so we can protect ourselves. Way better to be in the positive.
I get sucked in really easy to the negative, and then in my head, I have to say, self-talk, like, not now, not now.
So
Think
you
about something else.
Right, you repatterned yourself.
Yes.
And that's what we need to do, is when we have a pattern of being negative about anything, we have to repattern ourselves.
This is really good. Kathy, thank you so much.
Thank you, Kathy.
Fascinating to have you
Now,
here. Okay, what's Kathy?
That's Kathy from Maplewood. I don't know if she knows this woman, but here comes Carol from Maplewood.
Okay,
Come
bring
on
on
in,
Carol. Okay, you guys are going to swap spots. Come on in, Carol. Have a seat.
Hello, Carol. Welcome to
Hi.
our couch. This is Jodi. Jodi, this is Carol.
Hi. Hello. Okay. So you're perceptive in a very different way. Things can come to you in a very slow way. Oh, that's interesting. You also are on a mission. Before we started, I did a little warm-up on a couple of your audience members, and one of them was on a mission. You're on a mission. Your mission is, you know when someone's lonely. You know when someone feels left out. You know when someone feels a little bit odd. And part of you always wants to go help them, and you don't. Yeah, you will do it physically, but you'll send people in to help. You'll say, oh, I think that person's sitting alone. You do things like that. You're very, very caring. Is your dad on the other side? Is he in spirit?
Yes.
Did he have a sensitivity to him?
Did I have a sensitivity to
Did your dad have a sensitivity? Was he a sensitive man?
A little bit.
With a temper?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so what happens is he was sensitive, but instead of dealing with it and saying, hey, I'm sensitive, like we do right now, like you're a sensitive man, came out in anger because you're not supposed to show your feelings,
Right.
especially when he was a child. And so that's part of the reason it came out in anger. He is the launching point for you. You are the way you are because of him. Because you wanted to be in tune, you wanted to talk about things that nobody else would talk about, and you wanted to do it privately to not embarrass. You have a thing about being embarrassed, which is so cool because look at you're here, but you're not being embarrassed. Right?
True. Yes.
You're very sweet, and you help people verbalize things because it wasn't easy for you to verbalize things for a very long time. And now you're very good at saying what you think, and you're meticulous about it. You'll think about it, and then you'll do it.
Okay, Jodi, I want to ask you about this trait coming from her father to her. You say that's what made her the way that she is. So apply that to others. I mean, in terms of our parents, that can probably be a good thing or that can be a bad thing, depending on the trait.
So if you have a parent that is very meticulous about the way a coffee cup is sitting on a table, meticulous about their hair, meticulous about the house, you're going to be different because that might have bothered you. You might have thought there was too much effort into that. So you're going to be, I'm not going to care about things like this. I'm going to help people be really comfortable when they come into my house, and if they have muddy shoes, oh well.
Yeah.
That's what we do. But the things that happen to us when we're a kid, it's not bad. It's helping us be who we really want to be in the first place. So if we think we have a parent that wasn't very kind sometimes, meant to be but wasn't, like in this case, that's a good launching point for you to be more of who you want to be anyway.
Oh, look at that.
And see, then you get another chance to either repeat it or redirect and do something different. Good stuff there.
Thank you. All right, if you're interested in tapping into your own intuition or you're up for a spontaneous reading, join Jodi this fall at her upcoming events in Anoka and Minnetonka, and we've posted location and ticket details on our website, which is, of course, your homepage, twincitieslive.com.
Hey!